All right. Should be live here in a second.
There we go. Yep. Looks like it's working.
All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reselling Electronics for Profit, our weekly live stream where we bring you guys all the knowledge that you can hope to ask for. And we also interview people here. So if you guys can hear us tonight, type live in the comments below. While we are getting started, I'm going to turn it over to you, Dave, so I can send out the emails and stuff and kind of get people on.
Awesome. Great to see everybody again. And we have another guest on our chat tonight. We have Matthew, who just did last month. He made $113 a day in profit, just working a couple, 2 to 3. How often was it? 2 to 4 hours a day?
I'd say 2 to 4 hours is my basic day. Most of it's spent driving.
Cool. So you're doing this kind of running your electronics reseller business. Do you have a job with that, or is that full time you're doing that?
I had a job, but I lost it last month. Kind of got fired.
Did that cause you to kind of step it up with the electronics business now?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So Matthew's is doing very well with his business. And before we get started, I'd like to see how many people we have here that are currently actively placing ads to get electronics like we're doing. So basically our business model, what me and Chris do is we teach people how to grow an electronics reseller business. And then we have a program where we scale resellers from 500 to 1,000 a month in sales to 10,000 plus per month in sales, which is what Matthew just hit, over 10,000 last month. So I'd like to know if you are an active reseller right now. Give me a 1 in the chat, type a 1 in the chat if you're currently placing ads for electronics. Give me a 2 if you haven't gotten started yet, but you're kind of interested in getting started, or you've been kind of wanting to get started. You kind of just want to see what it's about. So 1 if you're actively doing it, 2 if you are not yet. So while we're waiting for everybody to comment, today we're going to have Matthew give you some tips to show what he did to get to that 10,000 a month, and how he arrived at his profits, and some of the things that he'd like to share with you guys today. If you guys have any questions throughout this, feel free. We're here to help you guys get started in your business. We have a lot of content in this group and on the chat here today. So if anybody is looking to just get started, we're here to help you, support you, and give you the information that you need so you can actually go ahead and take action and get some results for yourself. So let's see if we got any comments coming in here.
A lot of 2s.
Let's see, get a 1, 2. Hey, Jeremy, Carlos, Vala, Jeremy, Michael, thank you guys for coming on tonight. Awesome. So we got half and half so far between the 1s and the 2s. Do we have anybody else? Cool. So for you guys that are actively buying electronics and reselling, like me, Matthew, and Chris here, tell me what were some of your wins this week? So let's start off with what are some of the wins that you guys had? Did you buy a phone and made a good profit? Did you place your first ad? So anything could be a win. It could be you got your first call to buy a phone, which is fantastic, or it could be you made 3,000 in profit last week. So I'd like to see what are some of the wins that you guys had.
Yeah, some wins. If you post your first ad, Facebook ad, started an eBay account, doesn't matter. That's a win. A lot of people are in here are brand new, and we're glad to have all of you in here. Super exciting to see everybody's growth. I've seen recently so many people growing, and oh, look, here we go. James Barker, one of our program members. MacBook Pro purchased for $400, sold for $1,050.
That's
wow. That is a solid win. Jeremy, another course member, Pro Max unlocked 256 used, bought 550, sold to a direct buyer for $790. That's awesome. 200 and how much is that? A $240 profit. Oh, here's James Barker again. iPad Pro for $400, listed for $900. Wow. James, you're crushing it, man. 2 months in, you're freaking crushing it. It's beautiful. Michael Stid, MacBook for $40. It had a bad charger. So just to kind of show you guys, like these are some wins for all of you new people out there. These are some major money-making wins. Jeff Martin in here, 11 Pro Max for 200, sold for 750, $550 profit. That's amazing. So for all of you guys who are thinking that this business is hard, I wouldn't say it's hard. I would just say it's not easy. Would you agree with that, Dave?
I think it's simple. I think it's sometimes when you're new, it's hard to buy into the fact that it's simple. I think sometimes we want to make things complicated, especially I know like when I was making $300 a week before I started this business 8 years ago, it felt really weird when I made $300 in 10 minutes profit when I worked all week loving a 100-pound carpet cleaning machine up and down the stairs to make $300 all week. It felt I didn't believe it. It felt surreal when I made my first $300 in 10 minutes. But I think if we follow the process, Matthew, are you doing anything that's out of the ordinary as far as what we teach in our videos and the program or anything, or are you just kind of sticking to the system?
Pretty much sticking to the system. It's all there, and it really is pretty simple. I mean, especially if you use a direct buyers list. If you know nothing about phones, you can start selling phones by having a direct buyers list and making offers based off that.
So what are some things that you want to share with some of the people that are looking to get started in this, Matthew, or some people that are kind of dabbling, they got maybe $1,000 a month in sales? What are some things that you'd like to tell them if they want to scale up?
If you're not using a direct buyer, use them. If you're not doing paid ads, do some paid ads. That's really pretty straightforward. It's simple. I mean, I don't really know what else to say.
So, Matthew, you've been around for a while, man.
Yeah.
So what do you think was, I know you got, fired or let go from your job and everything. So do you think that was kind of the turning point where you were like, holy crap, I need to make this work type thing? Is that what happened?
I mean, there was a
something
little bit
else?
of that. Yeah, of course, there was a little bit of that. I had talked with you previously before about possibly having you run some paid ads for me, but you said you were no longer really doing that. So I knew I had to step it up and start utilizing all the tools that I wasn't, so once I did that, I knew that it would happen. And it did. It happened that same very month within 20 days. So it was easy.
That's fantastic. If you don't mind me asking, what direct buyer are you selling to?
I've used a few. I've used Biz Pro. I've used Atlas. I've used Easy
Use
Tech.
Felden?
I have used Felden once. I don't know.
Just so you guys know,
quite a few.
Felden is actually
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
your guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's who we use. That's who I recommend in the group.
Yeah.
Just because I've met him, in person.
Right.
I was just curious. I mean, it's good that you use multiple, simply because obviously you want to maximize profit. Absolutely, right?
Sure.
That's number one. Fantastic. So, how long have you been in this business, Matthew? When did you actually join the program?
I joined the program December of 2019, so basically the beginning of the year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I was still selling for quite some time before that, but I finally decided to join the course in December.
Nice. I didn't realize you. Okay, I didn't realize you joined in December. Wow, that's actually almost a year ago now.
Yeah.
Now that I think about that.
Yeah, time flies.
Good stuff. Fantastic. What was it about? How were you doing before joining the program?
I mean, I guess I was doing about 2,000 a month profit and around 7,000 in sales. Something like that.
Got it. Kind of plateauing a little bit.
Yeah, well, see, when I first started, I wasn't buying bad ESN stock either, and I did not utilize the direct buyers, so I was really cutting myself short there. And I obviously don't sell on eBay, so that kind of affected buying bad ESN stock as well. I was always trying to buy clean and sell clean.
So for the people watching, Chris, if you guys don't mind me jumping in for a second. So the business model here, if you are looking to get started in this, is very simple. Is we place ads looking to buy phones, right? So it's very important that people understand the concept. They're looking to get started in this business of placing ads. So we see a lot of people that are calling people on Marketplace or the apps and things, and they're trying to look for things. but that's not the way that this works. And the reason why is because when you call other people, you're now facing competition from all the other people that are trying to call that same person trying to buy that phone. It's now right in the public eye, right? But when we place ads, they call us. So when we make an offer, if they say yes, there's nobody else going to compete with us on that price. If they're like, yeah, that's good enough for me, now we can offer them a price we're making a nice solid profit on. And the key to this business is only just really getting good at placing those ads in a way you get a lot of calls and leads, right? That's really what this business boils down to. It's just knowing how to buy the items, how to inspect them, what price to pay, just how to communicate a little bit with the people. But the key is really getting the leads and getting the advertisement and sticking to the simple concept of advertise, get calls, buy at a price you make a profit, and sell it. And the cool part is the selling part is very automated. We use usually eBay or direct buyers such as Matthew case. So even if you're brand new, you've never even sold on eBay, we have someone who can literally give you a price sheet and say, hey, if you find these phones, this is what I'll give you for them, right? And you could just take a portion of whatever that price is, right? So like, Chris, actually, do you want to share the price sheet with everybody?
Yeah, absolutely. So we use Felden Richards and Huey Din for our price sheet. This is just one of the things that we do to provide value for all of the members. If you want a copy of the price list, you can actually just type price list in the comments below. Our client concierge will actually reach out to you and send that to you after the live tonight. And yeah, so if you guys come in here, so the price list is actually, you would actually go here.
Oh, perfect. It's right there.
Yep. So if you don't get it from this post, you can actually just come in here and type price list here in the comments below, right? You can all, and what will be sent to you is something, it's going to be a kind of a walkthrough of how to use it. I highly recommend that you guys use it. Let me stop sharing my screen.
Can you show the prices really quick, just so I can show example for everybody of how to use the price sheet, so that way they can make an offer or basically kind of an example. So
Yes.
what it is the direct buyer is someone who will literally wire you money or send you PayPal direct. So what you can do in essence, and we have free videos in this group here that you guys can watch if you're not familiar with how to place the ads. We have free training for you that you can just watch it, start placing ads so you can see it for yourself that it's real. But basically how it works is you can place an ad or a couple ads today, start getting calls, close a deal, and then sell that very same phone tonight to your direct buyer.
Yep.
And they could literally pay you today, right? So that's the great thing about this business is that you can place ads right away if you want to get started. Let's say you only have $200 or $300 to start with, right? You could buy, let's take a look at one of these phones here. If you place ads and let's say you get someone calls you up and they say, can we scroll down just a little bit, Chris, down to maybe like the iPhone 8s or the X's?
Yep.
So let's say an iPhone 8, right? They say, I have an iPhone 8 unlocked. So we go to the price sheet. And if you could just hover, Chris, over where it says the iPhone 8 unlocked, grade A.
Grade A.
So that would be an 8 plus. So just the one down underneath that would be an 8.
Got it.
So grade A means it's in good condition, right? So you can make an offer to that person for $90 for their iPhone 8, which people will take that. I close them all the time at $100, $90 for iPhone 8s. You can offer them 90 or you can offer them 100. So if you offer them even 100, you're going to make a $60 clean profit. Now, when you sell to a direct buyer, there's no fees. Okay. So if you sell on eBay, eBay is going to take 10%. You're going to make a little bit more money on eBay. An iPhone 8's going for about $210 on eBay right now. And eBay will charge you 10% to sell on the platform. So you'll end up netting about $180 if you were to sell on eBay. But let's say if you're just completely new to this and you just want to get started, you're fired up, you want to make it easy, you don't want to worry about learning how to start on eBay, you can just take this price list, place a few ads, which we're going to show you in the training, and then make an offer, have a phone tonight, and boom, you've got 60, 70 bucks in your pocket, right?
Absolutely.
Matthew, would you agree with that? Do you have anything to share as far as that process?
Oh, it's perfect. And they don't care about ESN status.
And so you don't even have to worry. Some people worry, well, what if they don't pay off the phone? It doesn't matter because we are buying as is in that situation. So the direct buyers don't care about the ESN. So they're going to give you, let's say it's T-Mobile, but let's say they still owe some money on the bill or something like that. That's okay. because the direct buyer is going to give you $100 on that iPhone 8. So if you can get them to sell you that phone for $50, even if it's not paid off, you sell it to the direct buyer, you're going to make a clean $50 profit on that. Now, if you sell on eBay, you're going to probably make a little bit more. Again, you'd probably get $150 for that phone on eBay, but eBay is just going to charge you that 10% in fee. So you can choose which one you prefer to use, what platform. You could use a direct buyer, you can use eBay, but you have these choices, which is great in this business. You want to make a little extra profit, you can do that. I personally sell mostly on eBay because I make the most profit on there and I don't have problems with cash flow anymore. But when you're new and you want to rotate cash quickly, direct buyers are a great way for you to just buy and flip, buy and flip. And that's, in this business, the money is made when you buy, right? Would you agree with that, Matthew?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's not, we don't worry about what it's going to sell. We know we have outlets to sell. It's getting them to agree to the price. So the key to that is having enough deal flow. Okay. That's leads. So, and that's created by posting ads. We post the ads, that creates deal flow. So we want to create 15, 20, 25 opportunities a day of somebody trying to sell us a phone. So that way we have enough deal flow that, let's say if we make offers to 25 people, let's say, like today I had about 25 leads and maybe 10 phone calls. I closed 6 sales, made about $500 in profit, right? Not everybody took my offer, but for those 6 that I did, out of the 25 leads I got, I made $500 in a day in profit, working only, I work at my store from 11 to 5, that's 6 hours. So that's the secret with this, for those that are getting started, is to maximize the amount of leads that you get. And to do that, you got to get really good at ads, which is some of the things that me and Chris in the program that we share on how for resellers to scale those ads up. But if you guys haven't typed price list, if you're interested and you want to get the direct buyer's price list, go ahead and type that. And I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, guys. So Chris and Matt, if you guys want to take over. Yeah.
Get after it.
So, it's been kind of proven time and time again that the best people in this business are the best marketers, pretty much. The people who can get in the face of the most people are the people who win. That's kind of how that works. James Barker down here is saying, post them ads daily. Oh yeah, down here, Josiah says New York City phone buyer will match prices. Yeah, he will. He'll match just about any price, which is good. So that's why we recommend him. Okay, so let's see. So you're mainly doing paid advertising right now, Matthew?
Yeah, I've got some free stuff floating around there, but I am not a daily poster. That's not I just don't do it. It's too much. It's not for me.
How much are you spending per day right now on paid ads?
Like 15, 20 bucks.
Gotcha. Are you looking to spend more next month?
I'm always down for whatever. Yeah, for sure.
The wonderful thing about paid advertising is once you get everything kind of lined out, it's almost like printing money, right? So now if you don't do everything right, it's like burning money. So, but, and we're kind of me and Dave, we're kind of transitioning the whole program over to paid advertising, just simply because that's the way everything's
at right now.
Yeah, that's where everything's going.
Yeah.
Me and Dave have been doing paid advertising for 2 years now. So, and all the free stuff is just getting taken down and flagged and everything else. Now, not saying that free advertising is bad. It's not. It's just not a sustainable business model. And I think Dave can agree with this.
I think if I was to have someone try to compete with free ads versus the paid, I mean, you could post 3 ads a day on Craigslist. You can post in 10 Facebook groups. You can try to post in Marketplace. You can do apps. And for $5 on a Facebook ad, I could reach more people than all of those combined are going to reach.
Yeah, for sure.
For $5, you're talking about reaching 1,000+ people a day for $5. I'd much rather just spend the $5 and reach those people rather than do all that work and then have to fight the platforms. And know that it's also, my ads are going to still be there tomorrow. That's the great thing about the paid ads, is that it's legitimate. Facebook is authorizing it. They're literally giving you permission to do it, where, which is what we want. And then they're saying, hey, we're going to show it to even more. Just give us a little more money. We'll show it to more. So you can just, if you find yourself getting a return at $5 or $10, you can say, you know what, I'm going to throw in 15 or 20, and boom, sometimes we get more return. Chris
Yep.
just started running some ads for me this week. We added a little extra to the budget. Got an item today, made an extra $150. Already my amount of items is increasing, and I'm starting to build more repeat customers. So, you know, this, again, I get too excited. I go off on these tangents. The cool thing about it though, is with Facebook, there is so much scalability with the paid ads. Because once you've got the system down, you just push a button basically, and boom, more business comes in.
Yeah.
Jill has a question. Do you only buy Apple products?
No,
Matthew,
no, I do
what else
not.
do you buy, Matthew?
I've bought MacBooks, game consoles, all kinds of phones, really. I mean, hell, the other day I bought a Moto G7 for cricket. I'll make $50 off it. It's whatever. I paid
Fantastic.
50 for it. I'll double my money, so why not?
So you'll buy pretty much any type of electronic that you can resell, right?
Actually, in my living room, I got an like a sink that goes underneath like a granite slab, like
Yeah.
it's an, you know what I can't explain it. A faucet. I've got a chandelier in there. Like I'll sell anything.
Fantastic. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's see here.
Marshall had a good question. He says, "Has anybody ever considered commissioning Instagram influencers to draw attention?" So we actually had a kid in the course named Jaden do that, and he did it with Snapchat influencers, and he had pretty good results. But the thing is, you can just run a paid ad on Instagram and just crush the amount of people that an influencer, you're gonna have to pay them, and you're gonna have to go through all the work of building the relationship, reaching out. You could just go into your Facebook dashboard and turn on a $5 a day ad, and you'll just reach a whole lot more people. So personally, that's what I would do. What do you think, Chris?
No, absolutely. Yeah. Just turn on some paid Instagram ads and you're good to go. They're the same thing as Facebook ads. We teach that as well. So if Facebook doesn't work in your area, there's a good chance that Instagram will. That's actually a good way to set yourself apart. I actually have some clients that are in Miami, Florida, that I've had for a while, cell phone shops, and Facebook ads are terrible out there, just horrible because everybody uses them. But Instagram ads, that's a different story. So we actually have somebody in the program who only uses Instagram ads. That's the only thing he uses, and he's crushing it.
It's pretty
So-
interesting.
Huh?
That's interesting. Because my market is flooded with Aaron Goldstein, David Flynn, Ant Soshend. I got all the big dogs in my area. For real. Like I do. I got them all.
Is that intimidating at all? Did you get nervous like when you first saw that?
I mean, it's a little bit, but I mean, there's enough money to go around.
Yeah,
So if
exactly.
anybody who thinks they can't do this, there's plenty of money to go around.
So
Just for example, guys, a lot of people in this business are all like, "Oh no, my area there's too much competition. It's too saturated." Blah 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 blah. Guys, I want to make sure you guys understand this. Where he's at, St. Louis, right, Matthew?
Yeah.
Okay, St. Louis. Aaron Goldstein last year did $626,000 in sales. He did over $500,000 and made like $200K in profit. Ant does the same thing. I don't know his full name. And then David Roberts. All of these guys are doing over $100,000 a year, easily in sales.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
And there's still phones to go around. There's still electronics to go around to buy. How many people are in St. Louis? Like 2 million or something like that?
I don't even know the numbers, but I know there's so many flippers in my area, like even on the Illinois side, because I'm right on the Illinois border. Jamie, what's his last name? I can't think of his last name. Eric Jacobs used to be in my area, but now he's in Kansas City. He's like 3 or 4 hours out. There's a lot of people in this area that buy and sell.
But you're saying there's plenty of money to go around for everybody, right?
Absolutely.
Good. Yeah, because that's something we see all the time. And they're like, competition this, competition that.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Yeah.
We're just not posting enough ads or running enough ads.
Yeah.
I like Chris's phrase for the competition. What do you say, Chris, about the competition?
Yeah. Okay, so once I tell a lot of people on phone calls, our strategy calls, whenever they come in the program, because they're always asking about competition, right? So whenever you join the program, everybody's always asking me that question, like, what about the competition in my area? I'm like, look, everybody in your area probably isn't investing themselves in this program. So I want you to stop worrying about the competition and have the competition to start worrying about you.
Absolutely.
That's the goal. You want the competition worrying about you. And
The
that's
ones
what we help people do, you know. We had a 17-year-old kid join the program, what, a week ago, Dave?
Yeah.
Courtney, he was getting like 25 leads a day, 2 days after he joined.
Yeah.
25 leads a day at 17 years old.
And he literally started off with like $250, something like that,
Yep.
$300.
Joaquin, what's competition?
Yes, that's who it was, Joaquin. He's the competition.
Yeah. Oh,
What, where's he
crushing it.
at?
He was
Where's
on last
Joaquin
week.
at?
He's killing it.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
you just mentioned his name. That's the name I was looking for.
I have placed an ad on Facebook. I changed the geographic, but I still get calls from people out of my state. So that means you're targeting United States and where you're located. So you want to turn off United States and just target your own city. That's all you want to change there. I've trust me, I've had that issue. I've wasted a lot of money on that issue until I finally figured it out. So here I am to teach you guys, you know. Perfect. Gonna be the LeBron James of my city, Joaquin. Love it. Love it.
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So we typically have 3 pillars, and Matthew, you can probably match this and agree with it because it's kind of stationary pretty much. So there's 3 pillars in the electronics reselling business that a lot of people should just focus on, but then they focus on a lot of things that are outside of that kind of sphere. The first thing is obviously posting or running ads, right? Number 2 is appraising items correctly. And then number 3 is negotiation. Would you agree with that, Matthew?
Absolutely.
Would those basically be the 3 pillars?
Yeah.
Okay. So you mean, you know, do you unlock phones, Matthew?
Do I AT&T if it's paid off
So
like
you-
anybody else?
So you're not running around with RSIMs.
Oh,
and
I'm not unlocking like Samsungs and iClouds or nothing like that.
Yeah, so you're not unlocking iClouds. You're not doing any of that illegal stuff.
No,
Just to
no.
make an extra buck, right? You're
Nope.
not, you know, running around with RSIMs in your back pocket trying to make a little extra buck here and there, right?
Not at
Okay.
all.
I just wanted to make sure you're just focusing on the basics.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay.
You're not
Keep
trying
it
to look
simple.
at it.
High, low, sell high. Let's get it.
That's it. That's all it needs to be focused on. That's it. So guys, we actually have a document in this group, the RAP group. It's called the 3 Pillars Training. It talks about those 3 pillars. It goes into them in depth. If you're brand new, I highly recommend that you get it. So type 3 pillars in the comments below. Our client concierge will reach out to you after this and send that to you to help you guys get started and kind of go over the 3 pillars in a little bit more of a detailed fashion, just to really help you guys get rolling and get a little bit more information, right? Because let's see, we got some questions. How do you master ads? You got to pay. You got to pay Facebook.
Yep.
Just got to test. Yep, test and pay. Me and Dave, how much do you think we've spent on Facebook ads altogether, figuring this out?
Just for phone flipping, I've spent probably 50,000 in the last 2 years, maybe or more.
I've spent about 25,000.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys a business question? Like, do
Yeah.
you get to write any of that off as a business expense or what?
100%.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
It's
awesome.
a
So then I
marketing
might as well
expense.
jack my.
When I get
ad
my
spend
profit
there.
and loss statement, advertising is literally one of the item lines on it. It's just 100% write-off.
Really?
I mean, wait a minute. I got to give a quick disclaimer. I am not a CPA. This is not tax
Okay.
advice.
Hey, good to know. That's good information.
Yeah.
I thought that, and yeah, so I need to jack up my ad spend.
Yeah, advertising is a big deal. Big deal.
Everybody does watching this if you're not doing it yet.
Yeah, so we are currently spending, I mean, Dave at his store is spending $75 a day right now. I am currently spending, between me and Dave, we are spending $150 a day just on this Facebook group, actually.
Awesome.
So that's the power of paid advertising. Many of you
Right.
really came in.
Just so we don't scare anybody, because sometimes people
Yeah.
hear those numbers, go, oh my God, I don't even have $300. I can't spend
Yeah.
75 bucks a day.
Yeah.
Right. But so you get to that point. It's like a stair, it's like stairs, right? You
Yep.
don't try to jump up the whole staircase, you get killed, right? You probably break your neck. So you just take one step at a time. So with paid ads, you start at $5 a day. That's it, right? And then you work your way up as you get results and you get comfortable, right? And that's what, in the program, we help students figure it out. A lot of students get stuck at that $5, $10 a day. So we say, okay, let's make sure everything's good and set to go before you move to that next step. That next step is going to be a little bit bigger. Let's make sure you're ready to step there. And then once you get to that step, we move you to the next step. So this isn't, when we say we're spending $50 a day, you got to remember, I made like $12,000 in profit last month, and I only spent $50 a day, which is $1,500 for the month. So I spent $1,500, which seems like a lot, but I made $12,000 in profit, right? So we're making massive returns. So imagine a machine where if you gave it $1, it gave you $10. That's what it's like with the paid ads. Like, here we go. How often, if there was a
That's
machine,
your lottery machine right there, baby.
yeah, if you give a machine $1 and it would give you $10, you just keep shoving money on it until it says, hey, I got no more money left, right? Well, the same thing with Facebook. That's exactly what we do. We put the money in until we stop getting the $10 back. Then we say, okay, now it's time to regroup. Let's figure out how we can get this machine to still give us some more money. And then we move the budget up. That's kind of how it works.
For sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, great. I was waiting on Chris to call me, but he turned. Yeah, man, I haven't figured out when I can call you at 6 yet, man. That's a little bit out of the time that I'm actually doing stuff. You gotta have work hours involved, right? So what else do we need to go over? Let's see. James says, my free ads have been printing more money for me. Hey, it's going to happen sometimes. It's good. I mean, free ads are great. They're free. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely. Try blue, don't get electronics for. Cool. Okay, cool. So what time is it? Okay, we still got a couple minutes. Does anybody have any questions for Matthew? That way, we can help you guys out. Like we said, he made on average about $113 a day last month. Only working 2 to 4 hours. Are you gonna put a little bit more into it this coming month?
I'd work
Matthew?
all day and pick up phones all day and product all day to resell them all day if I could. Like, I would not sleep, honest to God, to make that much money. Like, I would.
We should set up a business audit for Matthew. I'd like to help him get to that 20,000 a month.
That'd be
What do you
awesome.
want,
What do you think
Tuesday
about
or
that?
tomorrow?
What is it?
Would you be interested in having, well, we had a little chat before anyways about this, but I'd like to do like an official thing if you'd like, help you get up to 20,000.
I'm down, dude. I could always use the help.
We can go over your ads and your whole business, and then see what we could do to plug the holes and get it up from 10,000 to 20,000 if you like.
I'd love that.
Yeah. If you want, we can set it up, and we do the business audits Tuesday at 8 p.m. So I can do yours if you want.
This Tuesday or
Yeah.
tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
We did it for Joaquin last week, and he's looking to hit 60,000 for the month.
He's a beast, dude.
He's
God,
crushing it.
killing
Yeah.
it. It's insane.
Machine. Heck
Like,
yeah.
yeah, honestly, solid. Yeah, no, I'm down. What time is that tomorrow? Is it at
It's our
8
regular
p.m.
8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Yeah.
Central or
Oh, Eastern. I'm sorry, Eastern.
Eastern time? Okay, so 8 for me. Okay, yeah, I'm down. Or
Okay.
Oh, so Josiah has a good question. So what items are you currently running ads for, and how do you divide the ad spend? Are you
Okay.
running paid ads for any other types of electronics other than phones?
That is where I'm lacking. No, I'm not. I have Chris Andrews running my stuff, and it's all basically targeted towards Apple products, which I do not like
Okay.
because I'm spending so much money, and that's all he's targeting. I'm a little
Okay.
bit.
So what I want you to do is I'd like you to come on also the class in our program Wednesday if you want to, where I talk about how to target other not just Apple products, you know, MacBooks, smartwatches, all of them.
I'd
Game
like to get
consoles.
my paid ads on that level where it's targeting all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I
What
don't
are-
want to just buy Apple products. It's limiting me to, it's restricting me from making more money. in
Chris
my
does a
opinion.
phenomenal job of that. He'll get you set up right.
So I want to show you where they're at, like the trainings are real quick, Matthew.
Yep. Is this in the eBay paid group or is this in your group?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the paid
This
group.
is in the-
yeah,
in the
this
paid
stuff
group.
doesn't go to the free group.
No, yeah, no. I
This is
did
the-
go. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so as you guys can see, this is in our members only group. These are like the game console ads that I've tested, tried and true. These are Facebook ad repair photos for paid Facebook ads. How to run repair ads, paid advertising, running ads for game consoles. It's literally like a 6-minute video. Like I tell you everything to do. You know, it's good to go. You have the ad photos right up here. It's literally plug and play.
Yeah.
So I even give you the ad templates. So here's the ad templates right here. So I would go down, right? So if you're looking to do the game consoles, literally just copy and paste this, bro.
Right.
Copy and paste. That's how easy I make it for people.
And honestly, I feel kind of stupid for not taking advantage of this and paying somebody else to do it.
I even
And
got the chatbot stuff in here. We got chatbots in here.
well, that's what I mean. Like everything is here that I already paid for once. And yet I went to another source to pay for ads.
Well, sometimes that you need to do that. It's a learning curve, gives you a confidence boost at least in the paid ads. But we're here now. You've got all the stuff. We can get you set up really good and help you. So tomorrow I'll give you a whole strategy overview so we can get the whole plan set up, and then Chris will give you the real specifics on what to do for the ads, and I'll give you a game plan tomorrow, and we'll get you prepared. I mean, we just had Josiah was on here. He was at 20,000.
Yeah, I seen that. He's killing it too, dude.
We helped him out. He got to 40,000 within a month. So yeah, we'll get you on there and help you out with that.
For sure.
And you know what?
All right, so here's what we'll do.
I wanted to ask everybody who's watching this, and because I'm just curious, what is everybody's goals? Who's here on the chat? What is it that you're looking to get out of this right now? What are your goals? Is it to leave your job? Is it to hit 20,000 in a month? Is it to just make some money on the side? I'm curious to know what's brought you guys here today. Do you like just hanging out with us? No, I'm just kidding.
James Barker in the
honestly, this
comments.
group is amazing, and the paid course is worth it. Honestly, it's so worth it.
I do hear that, man. Appreciate that.
Appreciate
Hey,
it.
here's what I
There's
want to
so
do
much
for you.
gold here.
If you're cool with it, Matthew, Dave will give you the scaling and management audit tomorrow. And if you got time on Wednesday, I'll actually help you go through and set up your paid advertising for game consoles, MacBooks, smartwatches, and all that. If you want to do that, if you want to
Yeah, I'd
increase your
love it.
budget.
I'm not gonna say
Okay.
no to
We'll
that.
just do them at $5 a day, just to show you guys some results for what we've been doing with David. So David finally let me take a little bit of control of his paid ads. I had to kind of fight a little bit, but we want to scale, so we want to do all of that. So I just want to show you guys a little bit of what's possible with running ads for other devices. That's the wrong ad account. Let me go down. So I set up these, about a week ago, Dave?
Yeah, it was just about a week ago. Yep.
So right now, it looks like they need a little bit of dusting off, but it's not too bad, actually. Right now, well, gold and silver. Yeah, that's actually doing pretty good.
Gold and silver, you're buying that? I've thought about that too.
I just got licensed last week, so we just launched the ads for gold and silver.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, this is pioneering here because I've just been like, okay, spend the money, I'll figure it out. And I have no clue what I'm doing. Like I'm just running the ads. People are messaging me, and I have a friend that I know who buys gold, and I'm like, hey, what do I say to this guy? I have no clue, but I'm just trying to see what happens because we're trying to scale it up. My goal is to hit 20,000 in profit for the month with just one location.
Awesome.
So it's hard to do. So I'm doing all this testing to get to that.
So right here, guys, I want to show you guys a little bit of what's going on here. We'll ignore the gold and silver for now, since that's something way different that we're doing. So these are game console ads. As you guys can see, we got one ad running. It's $1.38 per message. David's got 24 messages so far. He's spent a total of $34 to get 24 messages. Dave, how many consoles have you bought?
I
I saw 2 of them the other day.
bought an Xbox for 70. We got that for 170. I was selling for 170. Bought it for 70. You know, I got a good camera the other day that I from the camera ads.
Nice.
I spent 170. It's selling for 300. And for the MacBook ad, I got a 2017 cracked LCD MacBook that was selling for 700 in good condition, but it's got a cracked LCD, and I bought it for 150. So that should be pretty good profit. Probably sell for about 300, 350.
So since we started these new ads, you've gotten 56 messages between cameras, MacBooks, and game consoles, and you've spent $103. Have you made that money back?
Yeah, oh yeah. I've probably made 4 times that already, but I also have a lot of deals in the pipeline too because of it. We just started the ad, so I have people that are coming in the next couple of days and things of that nature. So that was just the immediate business.
Paid ads are awesome. Seriously.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So how do I get into the course? We'll talk about that. Kyle Snow says he wants to make this as full-time and make 100,000 or more a year. Beautiful. How can I get in on going over my ads? You can come on to the Wednesday night lives.
Yeah.
20K a month is what Carlos says. He wants to be making 20K a month. Beautiful. Perfect. Okay, cool. So we got a lot of people who want to hit some goals. Cool. I see a lot of you asking about the program. That's cool. So let's talk a little bit about that. So Dave, Aaron, and I run a coaching company where we help new and established resellers get to $10,000 a month in sales and then beyond. That's typically at first about 3 to 4K in profit on average, and then we help people scale past that as well. So we help people grow and just scale their business at a massive rate when it comes to reselling electronics locally and then selling online. And then, you know, we help people, we just help people with paid advertising. We help people with posting ads. We got 3 classes a week in the program. Our scaling and management class, which is actually run by David Kosciuszko. And then we have the technology booster class, which is all about paid ads and chat bots and everything else. And then we also have ad posting and negotiation mastery, which is done by our head coach, Aaron Goldstein. And along with that, there's an entire curriculum for you guys to really power on through and growing. And it's actually being updated too. So some new stuff. Well, kind of, it's not really new, but it's like new-ish, right, Dave?
The stuff we're adding now?
Yeah, like updating.
Yeah, definitely. And then I've been also going live as kind of like a bonus and just doing negotiation every Monday. Like today, I closed 4 deals live, you know, I'll go on for 45 minutes responding to the leads and stuff. People seem to be liking that. I think it's a good example for those. Sometimes I like to see it in action.
Yeah, you do that on Monday mornings, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect. So if you guys are interested in working with us, hiring us, and joining us in the program, what you can do is actually type apply in the comments below. Apply. And I'll go ahead and tell you guys what happens after that. After you type apply, you're going to fill out it'll be sent to you by our client concierge, Victoria, and it will be sent to you. You fill it out. We're going to take a look at it. And you know, if we think you're a good fit for the program, we will reach out to you. We get a lot of them. So, you know, if you don't get a reply right away, you know, sorry, I got 50 applications last week alone. So it's kind of hard to keep up with just one man. I also did about 25 phone calls last week. So, you know, a lot of people interested. Yeah, that was dope, Dave. Okay, so yeah, right. So type apply in the comments below if you're interested in the program. I'll reach out. Well, somebody will reach out and we'll get your application in, get you guys rolling, and get going that way. Other than that, do you guys have any more questions about for Matthew, for Dave, for me, paid advertising, whatever. Oh, Adam here has a question. I can't seem to nail down making people come to me. I always try to and be accommodating and go to them or meet them halfway. How important is it to make them come to you? Well, if you respect your time, a whole lot, you want people to come to you. Simply, so the way that I put it is, if you're giving them the money, that means you have the power. Like, if they need what you have, they're going to come to you no matter what. And I kind of just assume that they're going to come to me. I never really even put it in my mind that I'm going to go to them. Like, it just doesn't happen. Like, okay, well, I'm going to be at the Jason's Deli down the road at 12 p.m. or 4 p.m. Which time is best for you? That's literally all I say. I don't, and hardly do I ever get them saying, oh, well, can you come over here? And I'm like, if that does happen, I'm just like, I can't, like, I don't have time for that. Actually, I have 2 kids, so I really don't have time to go to people. So, okay, let's see.
So yeah, for me, I have to have everybody come to me.
Mm-hmm.
So every single person, I can only get them. So I just say, okay, cool. When can you make it down? And I like Chris's line about saying I go to the deli and meet people 12 and 4. And if they say something like, well, so if someone says to me, I don't have a car, my response is, okay, cool. Can you get a ride? So I'm always focused. So they never see my mind wavers on the coming to me. It's just that this is it. We just got to figure out how to get you here, basically. Are you able to come to me? I really wish I could, but unfortunately, this is where I meet people, is at this deli 12 and 4. If today's not good, I can meet you tomorrow. What's better though? So you're always just kind of keeping them focused on the option, and that's it, right? You get wishy-washy, you're like, well, it's kind of tough to drive out there. You start explaining yourself.
Yeah.
Now you've given away that power.
Yeah, don't give away the power. Just straight up tell them, like, hey, I meet people here at this time and this time. Which time is best for you? Like, I can't tell you guys how much money I made. Well, I can actually. I made $262,000 meeting people at a Starbucks twice a day for a year. So I would literally go to the Starbucks, go home, take a nap, and then go back up to the Starbucks. So it was just the way that it worked. And people, after a little while, actually, people started my repeat customers, they would text me and they'd be like, hey, what time are you going to be at Starbucks today? And be like, well, the same time, 12 and 4, which time is best for you? And they're like, okay, I'll be there at 12. Okay, well, what do you have? Like, I can't tell you guys how many times that happened. Like, they wouldn't even tell me what they had. They just come up and, and sell it to me. Like, so it was just kind of funny. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we have no open cafes or restaurants where you can sit and meet. Okay, well, there's always a police station or a restaurant. Restaurants, there's some restaurants open. Well, I'm in Texas, so it might be a little different. But there's always a place that's open somewhere. Police stations are always open. So
yeah, I always meet at a police station or like a Quick Trip or some gas station.
Yep.
Where there's plenty of cameras, and I got a gun on my side if I have to use it.
Cool. All right, so I think that's going to wrap it up tonight. Appreciate you coming on, Matthew. Like I said, guys, if you guys are interested in the program, type apply in the comments below. We'll reach out, talk about getting your application to you, and getting you set up for a discovery call. So looking forward to you guys filling those out. So type apply in the comments below for that. Do private buyers pay you the same day for the product if you don't have the funds right away to purchase?
What?
If you don't have the funds to purchase the product?
No.
No.
They will pay you the same day with PayPal. If you don't send the product, they will get their money back, period.
You got to buy the item first and then sell it to them, and then they pay you. So you do have to have the cash up front for it.
Okay, well, that is it for today. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week on the live on Monday.
Thanks, guys,
Have
for
a good
watching.
night,
Matt, thanks
guys.
for coming on today.
Thank you.